Hi everybody, welcome back. I hope that you're doing okay. I've got a bit of an update for you today on something I was telling you about before Christmas, where we were about to reach a really exciting milestone in our kitchen renovation and extension project in terms of laying the floor. But I've also got some really great information for anyone who is looking for a low cost flooring or a cheap flooring option for a project that they're doing. So stick around and I'm going to tell you and show you what we've done in our project. Just a quick recap then, if you can't remember all of the details of our extension project or if you're new around here, what we were actually doing was we took our existing 3-bedroom semi-detached house and we created a wraparound extension. So we went out to the side and out to the back as well. So for our kitchen, this meant that we took the existing quite small kitchen and turned it into a much bigger kitchen, dining, living space and added a utility room on the side, a toilet and a larder. But this created basically quite a big space which we needed to find a flooring for. So the actual base of the flooring is block and beam floor, which we put in when we obviously created the extension. And once we knocked through the kitchen, we needed a temporary space and a temporary surface that we could use until we were ready to finish the kitchen off, because we've been doing this project in stages. So we put down a screed at the time, but we didn't at that point lift the tiles from the original kitchen and we didn't actually go about levelling the whole space. So we got to the point we're at now, and it was quite a critical point because we'd already put the decking in place outside and we wanted to make sure we had an absolutely level floor. And also this is really important for certain types of floor that you're laying anyway. In our case, we were going for a vinyl tile, a vinyl flooring. So we really needed to make sure that we had an absolutely level floor underneath. So in case you're wondering what this involved, initially we had to put down 2 coats of primer. So the professionals came in and did the first coat, which had to go over the previous kitchen flooring and the new extension flooring as well. And then the night before they needed to lay the compound, we then did the second coat of primer. And actually, although getting all of the levels was quite a complex business, when it came to actually laying the compound, it was a fairly easy process and only took just over half a day. The floor compound that we used was called Level Flex, so it's really fast setting. Actually, you can tile on it after only 3 hours, which is quite amazing. And it's said to be ideal for things like plywood and chipboard overlay, but also ideal for underfloor heating systems, which we've got in this space. You can apply impervious floor finishes on it after 24 hours, and all you actually need to do is mix it with water. So once that process was complete, we then had our base basically onto which we could lay our floor, which I will tell you about in a moment. But this is the really key thing for anyone that's looking for a cheap flooring option. What we decided to do afterwards, because we didn't know how long it was going to take before we actually laid the flooring that we've chosen, is we put down a coat of this, and this is called Akemi. It's a nano effect stain repellent. And this basically makes the surface water resistant and also stain proof. So if you then want to live on the surface and use the floor as your flooring for a temporary amount of time, or possibly forever if you love it, and I'll show you how it looks in a minute, you can decide for yourself. This gives you the option to do so. So this is £120, which you might think is quite a lot, but actually in terms of then giving you a flooring for life, if that's what you want, it's a pretty good deal really. We painted this on and did it ourselves. And also what we found is that it creates a flooring that gives you that kind of concrete effect, which is quite fashionable anyway. And we really liked the look of it, and we do really like the look of it. And it was actually a flooring type that we were considering at one point. But we've decided that we're actually going to go for Carndine. So that's like a luxury vinyl tile, which I've talked about previously in other videos. And the reason being is, for us, it's actually just a bit hard underfoot. And some people don't mind that at all. But for us, we wanted something that was a little bit more forgiving. If you drop things on it, for kids, for, anyone that's clumsy, we just felt that we wanted something that had a bit more softness in it, which is why we're going for this. So I'll just show you the flooring and then I can tell you a bit more about the Carndine. So now I'm down on the floor, and this gives you an idea of what it looks like if you were going to go for this as your finished option. As I said before, it's very much that kind of polished concrete floor look. I think it's really quite nice, very light. And so once you put this on, what it does is it enables you to live in the space and gives you that water resistance and that stain resistance. So your floor's not going to go mouldy and start to look horrible. You can just see there's some water there, and that's just sitting on the surface, so it's not getting soaked in at all. So then that's just really easy to mop up, and it can take quite a good bit of trashing one way or another. So there we go. If you are in a situation where you've got to level your floor and you're looking for something that's a bit of a concrete look, or you're looking for a quick, cheap, easy fix temporarily or permanently for your floor, I would definitely consider that option, because we were surprised at how quick and easy it was to do and to sort. And for us, it's working really, really well as a temporary solution until we get what we're going to put in place. And I will quickly show you that, because having this floor in place has actually had an impact on our decision of the final flooring that we're going to have in place, because we're going for Carndine. I've talked about this previously, this style of flooring, this luxury vinyl flooring, in other videos. It's becoming really popular. In fact, flooring in general, innovation in flooring in general, is happening so fast that there's constantly really good new products out there. We wanted this rather than just having a hard floor like this or a tiled floor. We wanted something with a little bit more give and a little bit more cushioning. These are just samples, so they don't actually really give you much of an idea of how much cushioning they have, but it's just something, if you're after something a bit softer underfoot but still reasonably durable, this may be a good option for you. We ordered the samples. We're going for this range that's designed to be quite easy to fit, so quite a good option for self-builders and general builders, people that perhaps aren't flooring experts. And what's been interesting is that since we've had this product and this floor down, we've actually massively changed our minds about which one we want to go for. And we've been working our way up this scale. So when these samples first arrived, we were convinced, 95% convinced, that we were going to go for this one. But since we've seen how easy a light coloured flooring gets dirty, how quickly and easily it gets dirty, and how much it shows up, it's actually put us off that option, and we've been slowly working our way towards the more darker options. Now for us, I really like these, but for us they're just a bit too dark because we've got a white kitchen, everything else is fairly light. So we've settled on this one in the middle. It's got some brown and some grey tones in it, so it's quite versatile. And it's going to go well with the worktop we've ordered, which is sort of got some grey and brown in as well. So we're 100% sure, we've ordered that now, we're 100% sure we're going for that one. But yeah, if we hadn't had this surface, I think we may well have made the mistake of ordering that one and lived to regret it, because it is actually very bright, although also very lovely, and it's the whole kind of Scandi vibe. I quite like having those light colours in your life. It's definitely nice to walk into a nice bright room. But quite frankly, we don't like cleaning enough to choose that one, so we'll leave that for someone that's passionate about cleaning. So there's a little overview from us, hopefully some helpful information for anyone that's looking at flooring at the moment. If you enjoyed this video, as ever, please do give it the thumbs up. I will be back very soon with some more updates from our kitchen. There's lots to show you and lots to tell you. We've got a brand new oven. We've made that critical decision between gas hob and induction hob, and that was a huge decision for us, so I'll tell you a bit more about that. We've got things coming on order over the next couple of weeks as well. We've got some kitchen units. We bought some from IKEA. We've got the work surface coming that we're going to fit and install ourselves. So lots to tell you about, lots to show you. If you enjoyed this video and you're new here, please think about subscribing. But that's all for today. So thank you very much for watching, and bye bye for now.